How does a small nation compete in the global knowledge economy? The key is innovation. To encourage creativity and give room to new ideas. Innovation is about making everyday life easier, such as the wheel that's given us full freedom of movement, and the almost invisible hearing aid that with its vastly improved sound also improves the quality of life. In Denmark, innovation is about teamwork and allowing inventive minds to challenge the international business community. Denmark was the first nation to adopt a policy on user-centered innovation. Now, Denmark is considered a world leader, a veritable innovation laboratory with a global perspective. Denmark is home to a growing number of international investors, scientists and corporations seeking to benefit from the nation's leading innovation environment. The Danes themselves have established innovation centers worldwide. In Denmark, innovation means turning knowledge into know-how and useful products. It aims at finding simple solutions to global challenges, like the insulin pen that presents a life-changing, easy-to-use alternative for those living with diabetes, and the water-cleansing drinking straw that offers an ingenious way of providing pure drinking water to everyone in the developing world. Danish innovation implies thinking outside the box, seeking new frontiers, stretching the imagination and making life just a little easier.
Here I am in Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark. Copenhagen is a very old city, rich in classical architecture and full of beautiful boat-lined canals. It has a royal family and streets that are full of bicycle enthusiasts. In the center of town, you'll find the Rathaus, or the City Hall. And right next door, you'll find Strøget, which is a long, pedestrian-only street full of shops and restaurants. And right next to the central train station lies Tivoli, a large amusement park full of rides for children and thrill-seeking enthusiasts. It also features restaurants, performance art, and small concerts. But if you don't have a family, it's probably not worth going. And if you decide to drop off the kids at Tivoli, you might want to check out the Nye Carlsberg Glyptotek, an art museum. One fun thing to do in Copenhagen is to take a canal tour. This is a 1 hour long guided boat tour in which you'll pass through many different canals, see many historic sites, as well as modern buildings and the Little Mermaid statue. You'll also pass precariously under some very low bridges, so watch your head. This is Amalienborg Palace, home of the royal family, and behind me is the changing of the guard ceremony. Here is Marmel Kirken, or the Marble Church. And here is the National Museet, or the National Museum, in which you'll find Danish artifacts from prehistoric times up through the modern times. You'll even see rooms from a former palace. And if you head north of the city center, you'll find the Rundetårn, or the Round Tower, which was an astronomical tower built in 1642 that features a spiral ramp leading to the top. I feel like I'm walking in circles. Oh wait, I am walking in circles. Once on top, you'll get a great view of the city. A little further north and you'll find Kongens Have, or the King's Garden. Here I'm at Rosenborg Slot, or Rosenborg Slot, or, well, just to be safe, let's call it Rosenborg Castle. This castle was built in 1606 by King Christian IV, and it features an actual moat. If you can make it past the guards, you can explore 3 separate levels full of artwork on the walls, artwork on the ceilings, Renaissance furniture, tapestries, and the King and Queen's throne. And in the basement, you'll find the treasury, which contains the crown jewels. Across the street, you'll find the Statens Museum for Kunst, or Denmark's National Gallery, in which you'll find paintings from the 19th century, sculptures over the last few centuries, and some modern art. In the western part of the city, you can visit the Carlsberg Brewery. Here you can go on a self-guided tour where you can count the 14,000 bottles on the wall or read about the history of brewing in Denmark. You know, after a few of these, that modern art might start to make sense. In the neighborhood of Christianshaven, there's a church called the Vorfrelsers Kirke, where you can climb a spire all the way to the top. It's a little scary climbing this thing. So close to the edge. Just keep holding on to the side. If you can resist vertigo, you can get some excellent views of Copenhagen from the top of the spire. A few blocks away is Christiania, which is a hippie counterculture neighborhood that is tolerated by the government. Photography there, however, is not allowed. If you want to learn about more things to see in Copenhagen, you should definitely visit the Tourist Information Center.
Wander through Copenhagen in the early morning and watch the city come to life. Savor the silence before 1 million citizens and crowds of visitors transform the capital into a dynamic metropolis. A center of business, shopping, and culture, of quality living. Stroll across the palace square and wave to the Queen. See Christiansborg, the seat of government, and glimpse members of parliament on their way to work. Be tempted by fashion stores, vintage boutiques and flea markets. Marvel at classic Danish design and international fashion. Walk in the footsteps of Hans Christian Andersen, Søren Kierkegaard, and other great Danes. Explore the city by water, or linger by the harbour side. Do as the Danes do. Enjoy an open sandwich for lunch, or take a splash in the harbour, right in the heart of the city. If your legs grow tired, borrow a free bicycle. You can go far in just a short time. Copenhagen is a compact city, accessible in its own easygoing fashion. Unwind by Newham Canal, or skyrocket to the heavens of Michelin-rated restaurants. Experience the thrills of Tivoli Gardens, or walk to the beat of the city's buzzing nightlife. If you lose your heart to Copenhagen, you won't be the first. And probably not the last.